Kevin Benedict, Independent Mobility Analyst, reporting live from Waltham, Massachusetts today, and I have the opportunity to spend time with Chris Willis, the Chief Marketing Officer of Verivo. Now, I have the opportunity to travel all over the world and visit different conferences and do workshops, all kinds of different places, and people are talking about Verivo. So you've accomplished something.
That's fantastic.
So let me just start out by saying what makes Verivo unique and different in this enterprise mobility space, Chris?
I think it's two things, really. The first is that we allow companies to own their mobility. And what I mean by that is the ability to be an enterprise-grade application development platform that a company can actually use. So a company that runs multiple applications, that has to build 5, 6, 10 applications in a year, needs a way to be able to bring a solution in that lets them take control of that process, lets them quickly and easily build applications. And then the second thing that really makes us different is the ability for that company then to react to changes. So think about how many times over the course of a year requirements for an application might change. Let's say it's only once a month. Well, that's 12 change processes for that application. If I don't own that app, if I can't make changes to that app myself, that's an investment. And that's just one app. So let's say I have 5 apps and 12 changes. It starts to add up. So the ability to make changes in our platform quickly with no coding, no compiling, no redeploy that are immediately available to the user is a huge differentiator for the customer.
You know, I see that as very important, the ability to, as you put, own your mobility. Even when you're selecting third parties, and matter of fact, especially in the B2C place, the majority of companies say they're going to outsource that. Over 70% said they're going to outsource their work on B2C. But just because you outsource an enterprise app or a B2C app does not mean you have to give up setting the standards on what platform it's being built on and what tools are used to do it. Because you're going to be stuck maintaining it. So even if you're using third parties, make sure they're doing it your way.
Oh, absolutely. And as much as we talk about customers using the product, integrators are using the product. So the fact that we have a platform that others can use in general means that when we work with an integrator, when we work with AT&T, they're actually able to use our product and build apps for their customers. And so it doesn't become somebody selling our product and then subbing us in to go in and do that work. You can work with any number of integrators all over the world to get applications built and managed using our platform. The benefits remain the same. It's quick, it's efficient, and it allows immediate changes to an application. So that ability to be reactive to change remains regardless of who delivers the app.
So Chris, somebody that's watching right now that perhaps isn't familiar with Verivo, why don't you run through some of the basic facts? How long have you been around? Okay,
so Verivo is a company based in Waltham, Massachusetts. We've been around since 1999 timeframe. We entered really into the mobility fray in 2001. We are a company of well over 150 some odd people. What else can I tell you about?
Are they all odd?
Odd?
You said 150 odd people.
That's good.
Sorry, Chris.
Some of them are.
Got it.
I am.
So 150 people, you've been around since 1999. You focus on what markets?
We focus largely on the horizontal spaces, CRM, field service, audit, B2C. But we do have specialties in health and life science, financial services, insurance, even reaching into media, transportation, where we see real use cases for mobility growing. One area that we're seeing a lot of growth actually is state and local government. So the ability to find real value, real savings for taxpayers through mobility delivered by those state and local governments, everybody from places like state of New York all the way into small cities and towns in Texas.
So how do you approach HTML5?
So we believe that the promise of HTML5 is more around the value it provides to the organization that's using it. It's not, people misconstrue HTML5. I need an HTML5 app. Does that mean you're trying to get on more devices? Or are you trying to get across flip phones and feature phones and everything? That's web client. It might be HTML5. Is it that you're trying to bring HTML5 web content into an application? That might be the case. What we've identified and what we released last week is our roadmap for providing real value to the customer, to the user, that's leveraging the resources that they have today, that's providing range of device, that's providing freedom beyond the constraints of any platform, allowing you to leverage assets and creative and web components that you've already built within an application. I think the best example of one of these is University of South Florida. So they've built a native application that's available in the app stores.
Okay.
They had pre-delivered on their website something called the Bowl Tracker. So I'm a student down there. I'm going to take the bus to class. I want to know exactly where that bus is, so I don't have to get out of bed 1 minute earlier than I need to.
Got it. Important.
Yep. So as they looked at the application, they said, we really don't want to rebuild this. And in some cases, some of the features may not have been available at the time to be able to build that in a native application. They were able to take that pre-built HTML5 component and bring that into the native application. They did that without recoding it, without recompiling it, without adding Pixis.
So that's a hybrid approach. So they're using Verivo as kind of the container.
Yes.
And able to then bring in components or widgets or gadgets, however you want to call them, of HTML5.
Right.